Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Story Tent. So our theme for today was kind of an under the sea, kind of water animals theme. So I've got a few different activities for us to do along with that line. So some sea animals, they blow bubbles. So one of the things I thought we could do is we could blow bubbles today. So if you have some bubbles at home, you can go ahead and blow those. If not, I'll put a little recipe for some bubbles in the video description so you guys can make your own bubbles. One of the really fun things you can do is you can count to see how many bubbles you can pop. So my bubbles all blew way far away from me, so I didn't get a chance to pop them. But maybe I could count and say I popped 10 bubbles. That would be a really fun thing to do as well. Another thing that you could do is I have a dice here. So with my dice, I'm going to roll it, and I got a number 3. And my number 3 is to twirl like a dolphin. So I'm going to twirl as if I was a dolphin. And then I'm going to roll my dice again. And I got a number 6. So that means I'm going to chomp like a shark. So it's just a little fun game that you guys could play where all you need is a dice, and you're going to need 6 different actions to correspond with the 6 different numbers on the dice of kind of water animal actions that you could do where you're kind of pretending that you are that water animal. So I will put some different suggested ones in the video description that you could use that for your kind of water animal dice game. One other thing that I thought you could do is it's part of our bingo square again. So if you're doing the early literacy bingo, here's another square for you, is you can talk about what your favorite animal is. So maybe it is a water animal that we talked about today. Maybe it's a jellyfish, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's a land animal. Maybe it's a beaver. So tell the adult that you're with, tell them what your favorite kind of animal is. Talk about that together, maybe pretend you are that different animal and play to see what kind of actions that you would do for that animal. Alright, so next up we are going to get to our craft section. So here we go for that. Alright, so for our under the sea kind of sea animal theme for today in the crafts, I have a fish to start off with. So for the fish and your craft kit, you're going to find a paper plate. So what I've done with my paper plate is I've cut a little triangle into it, and I'm going to use that triangle as the mouth part of the fish and then the tail part of the fish. As well, I also colored my fish. If you want, you can leave yours just plain white, or maybe you can paint it, whatever you like to do with your fish. It is yours to play with. So then I've got a bunch of colored circles, and with these colored circles, I'm going to fold them in half. So what I'm going to do is when I fold them in half, I'm going to glue them onto my fish, and they're going to become the scales of the fish. So it's like a 3D fish that you're going to have here by the end of it. So I'm going to speed up this video here so you can see me gluing it all together, and then you'll see the final product. Alright, so I have my fish here. So I only did 2 rows of scales on my fish, but you could do as many rows of scales as you have paper for, and that. So it's kind of a fun 3D fish for you. So the other underwater animal craft I have for us today is going to be a sun catcher jellyfish. So I've got some contact paper here. I've got my jellyfish kind of outline here. And I'm going to take off my contact paper. And I am ready now. Alright, so for our sun catcher, we are going to need some streamers for the jellyfish legs. So I'm going to put those on first. Alright, so I've got 3 little kind of legs for my jellyfish here. And then I'm going to grab the tissue paper that you should find in the craft kit. And I am just going to put some tissue paper on my jellyfish. So you can make these pieces as big or as small as you want. If you're ripping them, that's going to encourage those fine motor skills amongst the little ones if they're building that. And then just sticking that on there. I've got a very colorful jellyfish that I've got here. It's almost done. I'm gonna get that corner there. All right, so I have finished putting all the tissue paper on my jellyfish. So then I'm gonna grab my second piece of contact paper. So I'm just going to pull that apart. And I'm going to stick it over top of this piece here. I'm going to smooth it down. And then we're just going to cut around our jellyfish here. And there is our suncatcher jellyfish. So he can go in a window, so you can see it. I'm going to show you that it's in the sun. It's going to make those really nice bright colors. And I've got the jellyfish legs kind of flopping to the wind as well. Alright, so there is our suncatcher jellyfish, and those were our two crafts for today's under the sea kind of seawater animals.